Yo, what's up, world? It's your man Slim Jim Longfoot, aka the GOAT, King of America. Welcome to this right here. This was impromptu. I just really decided to do this like a couple of minutes ago. I am right now about to watch WandaVision season 1, episode 8. For those who are new here, for those who might be watching this for the first time, I appreciate y'all for coming through. You know what I'm saying? Welcome aboard. You know what I'm saying? I ain't in no big studio, nothing like that. I'm just your regular average dude, you know what I'm saying, doing a nice little reaction right here. Of course, I got my earphones in. I will be watching this episode of Wanda on Disney Plus. Of course, if watching WandaVision, this ain't no market substitute, blah, blah, blah. You know all the jazz that everybody say, the normies, married to the real, blind wave, everybody who, reacts to WandaVision. Shout out to everybody who reacts to WandaVision, Struggle Gaming, all the big reactors on YouTube. You feel me? A little bit about me for those that's just now coming in. I'm an artist, I'm a writer, you know what I'm saying? As you see, I got a YouTube channel, got a membership if you want to get some dope art from yours truly, you know what I'm saying? Go join my membership, join the 1408 membership. You know what I'm saying? I'm just cooling right now. I'm about to put that up in here right now. I'm about to put oh crap, what was that? It just spazzed out for a sec. About to put this right here in the comment section. I don't know who else want to come up in here, you know what I'm saying? I'm expecting, because it's 3 o'clock in the morning. It's 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, 12 o'clock on the West Coast, so I don't expect a lot of people to actually come up in here or anything like that. But, if you are, enjoying, reactions like this, want to see more, live show reactions like this, then by all means, definitely, tune in. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so we can, make this thing grow. You feel me? Um, that's pretty much all I got to say. I'm just here to react to this awesome show. A little bit about me as far as everything go. Once again, um, I've been a comic book fan my whole life, you know what I'm saying? Comics, you know what I'm saying? Comics, pop culture, all that stuff. I love it all. You feel me? I grew up on that thing, you know what I'm saying? Me and my homeboy, my bro, Johnny Quest Gaming, you know what I'm saying? This is what we love. This is, a passion. We passionate about not only being viewers of it, but also creators of it. We're independent comic book creators. We have our own thing, our own imprint, UGI Studios, that we've been doing since 2012. Um, we got a few books out, everything like that. Some more stuff on the way cooking up. Hopefully, we can, be that next thing in the 2020s and beyond. You feel me? And that's what the goal is. Shout outs to all of the creators of the past. Saying from Stan Lee, Jack Kirby, Siegel and Schuster, Bob Kane with Bill Finger, Marston, who created Wonder Woman, Todd McFarlane, Eric Larson, Jim Lee, everybody from the era of Image, Rob Liefeld, Daewoo, Ani, I don't want to mess up my man's name, but the former Mr. Sims, the former Mr. David Sims, Dawood, who is the creator of Brother Man. The list goes on and on and on. I can talk about creators all day, you know what I'm saying? But if you want to see a reaction to, creators, me talking about comic book creators and stuff, like I say, subscribe to the channel, and join the 1408 membership if y'all want to, get in, with more things that we can be doing on the channel. Anyways, I'm about to stop talking. Nobody's here to see me talk. Everybody wants to, I guess, watch me react. I've been watching WandaVision since the first episode. I didn't just come in after episode 3, after episode 4. You know what I'm saying? I've been on this thing, you know what I'm saying? I've been waiting on this show along with all the other shows and movies to come out since the MCU started in 2008, since before the MCU started, because like I said, I've been in the comics my whole life. So this whole era of comic books and stuff that's out now, this is what I've been waiting for. This is what I've been wanting, pretty much my whole life. So with that being said, we 5 minutes in. I'm about to get into this WandaVision right now. We're about to go ahead and make this thing happen. So let me go ahead and get up onto Disney Plus. If y'all want to sync up with me with the reaction, like this is going to be all uncut because y'all not seeing any footage over here on this end. So this is an uncut live reaction. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we about to make it do what it do. So when you see me looking over this way, it's because I'm looking at my screen. I got my earphones in so y'all can't hear nothing. And yeah, it's getting ready to go down right now. WandaVision, episode 1-8. I'm so early to this right now. I didn't even finish my thumbnail. Like I was working on my thumbnail, trying to get my thumbnail out in time before doing this reaction, but I was still working on my thumbnail when 3 o'clock hit. So right now it is currently 3:07. So everybody else in the world is gonna be 7 minutes ahead of me. So what I'm about to do, I'm about to get into this thing right now. This is what I'm about to do. I know my bro Johnny Quest Gaming is already watching it, so let me get back to the beginning. I'm trying to get back to the beginning on this thing. I'm not trying to. There we go. All right, it's at 3 seconds right now, showing the previous one. That's so cool. Showing footage from Infinity War. That's so awesome. Agatha. Looking forward to seeing how this popped off because they got to show now how this thing first popped off. We're seeing the Marvel intro. Black Panther, R.I.P. to Chadwick. It feels epic in my ear, y'all. Hey, oh, that mug went purple. Nice. Actors behind it all, baby. Let's see. 1693. We getting it in. You feel me? This is as far back. This is as far back as I think we went on Earth in the MCU, other than the Norse times in Thor during the olden days. That okay. Mm. Oh, it's not. Oh, dang. Well, unfortunately, there's nothing I can do about it. I appreciate you for telling me, though, Venkatesh. Wi-Fi is mad crappy. Appreciate you for letting me know, though. Oh, that's our mama. Wow. Like what y'all were trying to do backfired, y'all. Dang, Agatha. Ooh. Mm. Well, it's not. I'm on Wi-Fi, so there's nothing I can do about the stability of it. Appreciate you for letting me know, though. Feel free to check out other videos on the channel. Oh, Mama is done. Whoa. That is not the move. And what has she been doing for the past 300 and nearly 30 years? 328 years. Hey, Ruby, what's up? Mm, appreciate you, Ruby. Mm. Here we go. About to see what started all this. What's going on, Trisha? Watching WandaVision episode 8 live reaction. That's a mama and daddy. Uh, mm, dang. Shooting and fighting out there in the streets, man. Yeah, the Dick Van Dyke show. Yeah, talk more. I'm surprised the '70s joints wasn't like a Mary Tyler Moore show, but Brady Bunch for more. So, hey, Mary Tyler Moore, rest in peace, girl. Rest in peace, man. Who would have thought Mary Tyler Moore? We see Mary Tyler Moore in a Marvel show, Dick Van Dyke in a Marvel show. This is real TV, y'all. This is classic TV, man. Oh, I knew it was gonna happen, but it was still surprising, yo. Oh wow, that's wow. Mm, that's so effed up. That's so effed up. You felt it. You felt it was gonna happen because you knew it was coming, but they whole world, man, they was just chilling, just at home, man. Mm. That's probably the TV still on. That bomb supposed to went off. Of course, in this world, they still got Mama and Papa not being Magneto, though. that's, a, that's the disappointing part about it, the fact that Magneto ain't her daddy, though. You know, being a real comic book fan, you know what I'm saying? These are the things that you know. You know, for those that don't know, in the comic books, Magneto, Mutant Master Magnetism from the X-Men, is Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver's dad. But they changed it up in the comic book since Marvel didn't have any control over X-Men film rights in the 2000s up until recently. What's going on? Tina's on. Hey, yo, Karen is one hot ass girl in the building. What's happening, though? Appreciate you for coming through. Up here looking at WandaVision right now. Tina's on in the building. Devon Vision's in the building. Yeah, because we watching this WandaVision, man. That's what we're doing right now. Appreciate y'all for coming through. Looking at WandaVision episode 8 on Disney Plus. Live reaction. Hey, it's fantastic seeing you too. You know what I'm saying? You my peoples. Oh wow. Oh dog, that was cool. Oh snap, that was cool. Oh wow, that was so cool. She had a vision. She had a vision of the future. Goddamn, that's what she had. Hey, appreciate you for coming through. Yo, Karen, don't forget to send me a video. Send me a video of you saying you're watching GOAT 1408 TV so I can draw you on a future episode. You know what I'm saying? Because I gotta do you for the 2021. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Hey, y'all gonna understand that's the original YouTube superstar right there. That's my folk right there, Karen, man. Shoot, we go back. We go back. Shoot, what 15, almost 15 years, goddamn. Oh yeah, if you on IG, hit me up on IG too, cause mm, mm, hey, that's what's up. Hey, appreciate you for coming through, Tina. You know, feel free to catch the rest of this tomorrow. Always good to see you. Hey, Brian Cranston. Oh, where you make it over the S35 Twilight. What level you on right now, D? Yeah, let's take dog then. Oh, this a long episode. Oh, I just realized this episode almost an hour, y'all. Yeah, we needed this. Okay, look me up on Dragon Roger. Friend request me. This my name on there. Type it in just like that. E. Dot Vron. E. Vron. Or tell me what your name is so I can look you up on there. If you're on the right server, I'll be able to find you if you're on S35 Twilight. So is the Von Visions all together? Mm-hmm. She wanted them back. She want a man back. That's what's up. How did they get him? Buster. Uh, yeah, who said he was yours? Mm. Yeah, this man is letting the crap out of him. Mm. Mm. What that envelope be about? I need to see what that envelope be about. Westview. The real Westview. Westview look like they done seen better days, that's for sure. She must got an address in that envelope or something. Wow. To grow old in. Yep. Wow. Wow. That's literally their house. Mm. Dang. Woo! God dang. Oh. Wow. Bravo indeed. Bravo. There it is. There's the name. Scarlet Witch. We got one more episode, man. Man, it got 7 minutes. It gotta be something at the end of this. It gotta be something at the end. Y'all can't let this mug go off. Like it ain't no 7 minutes worth of goddamn credits in this daggone show, man. But yo, this episode right here hit it with the heat. It still bears to differ. She didn't take Vision's body when she was in was at the site of their house that the Vision got for them, the plot that he got for them to build their house on, the foundation, the land in Westview, empty lot basically. She, once she created the house and then shot everything back to a 50s standpoint, and then Vision came out of her. So did she get the body? Did she get the body some type of way? That's what I'm wondering right now on that tip, because when she did that, he came out of her. Like his energy, his essence came out of her. So it's like, okay, so did she put his essence in his body, or well, it could have been his full essence, because the Vision that we've seen up to this point doesn't remember his life before WandaVision. So evidently that must be like her version of Vision, basically. But he started gaining his own sentence. Okay, we got something at the end. What team is ready for lunch? So do they still have Vision's body? So that means he lied to them to, so it's like a white Vision. Calm vibes with Miss JoJo. What's happening though? So that's what they just answered my question in. So that means they still had Vision's body. They still have Vision's body. The Vision that she created was not the real Vision. So he lied. He lied to Monica. He told Monica that Wanda came in there and stole Vision's body, whereas that was not the case then. So that was not the case. She did not steal Vision's body. So basically what he was trying to do, what his end game was, old punk right here, Well, his end game was he was wanted to know how she had vision, and so they sat up there and crafted a video together showing Wanda stealing Vision's body. Wanda never even stole Vision's body. He just wanted to see how she was able to make her own vision and whatnot. So the vision that's been in WandaVision all this time isn't even vision. So with that being said, now that they have recreated Vision's body, put his body back together, is there a way that she can put Vision, the essence that she made of Vision, can she put that in the body? You know what I'm saying? Can she put that essence of Vision in the body? Because basically what that is all of her memories of him, as far as she knows, you know what I'm saying, without, his actual memories. So will she be able to combine that essence of Vision that she created and put that in his body? Because his body is now back. Hayward, whatever his name was, I can't remember that punk name right now, but he has the body. They got the body. So right now we got to see how they're gonna do this, because now we know that that's not even, she don't even have Vision's body. Wanda never had Vision's body. That's the revelation. That's the biggest revelation right there, because I know that was the question for everybody when they saw that right there before we saw this last part, before we saw this end credit scene. Okay, we saw basically the essence of Vision get created by Wanda. So we was thinking, okay, if that's how she brought him here, we didn't see her steal the body, because that was kind of the fake out when she went to Sword and went to go get his body, and we thought she was about to steal the body right then and there, but that was the fake out. That was the fake out. So this punk lied about that whole situation. So what he did, he he put together some footage of Wanda going crazy and going in there and taking the man's body. And with that being said, another thing, now that we know, okay, Wanda did create, sent Westview back to looking like the 50s and changed it throughout the eras, but it was not her who was keeping them people, I guess, in fixated in their, situations or whatnot. So, can you please react to the Lady of Heaven trailer? The Lady of Heaven trailer. I probably could. Hold on for a second. Somebody just asked me to do a reaction. So I'm probably going to put that at the end of this right here, since I am live right now. I will probably put that at the end of this. Or either that I can look at it on here. I can the Lady of Heaven. I haven't heard of that, so I'm gonna definitely see what I can do as far as that go. I'm just making sure that we don't have anything else at the end right now. But yeah, that was a phenomenal episode. The penultimate episode of WandaVision, y'all. Episode 8 of season 1. Well, possibly the only season, being a standalone, show. Let me go back through these messages and shout out everybody who came through real quick tonight. You know what I'm saying? From Venkatesh, Happy Holy. I don't want to mess up the guy name, but Venkatesh, telling me the internet isn't good. Yeah, I know the internet don't be good from time to time, but what can you do? You feel me? We got Ruby in the building. Appreciate you for coming through, Ruby. Tristan Bell for coming through. The one and only Karen is one hot ass girl for coming through. You know what I'm saying? OG in this thing. You feel me? The one and only Karen's one hot ass girl. Karen is one hot ass girl. Tina Zone's in the building. You feel me? Devon Visions came through. In the building, making it do what it do. You know what I'm saying? She says it's fantastic seeing me, yo. It's fantastic seeing her. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, no doubt. You know what I'm saying? Karen is an OG in this thing. You better know that, man. You better know that. Tina Zone, once again, appreciate you for coming through. Tristan Bell, Devon Visions. Let's see, we got Convibes with Miss JoJo. coming through. Rob Orris, what's going on, Rob Orris? Rob Orris said he liked the episode, but it wasn't what you wanted. What did you want? What did you want to see different in this episode? And do you tell me what you want to see different in this episode, what you wanted in this episode, and do you think they will accomplish what you want by the season finale? Let's see. Sheila in the building. Sheila G in this thing. What's going on, Sheila G? Yo, I am cooling. I'm cooling right now. The cameo. The cameo. What cameo we talking about? I mean, what cameo we talking about? The cameo of who? Who we talking? Oh, as far as do you mean as far as like Quicksilver, the Quicksilver, the MCU, him being in it, and his the whole thing regarding him, or um the big one that is supposed to come? You talking about a certain doctor? Is that who you talking about? A certain doctor? That's the only person who I figured that's probably going to who's probably going to straighten this all out as far as like put a stop to all of this. Is I mean, because we know he got the skills to do what he need to do, and that's most likely who's gonna be, saying, the one to do what needs to happen. I mean, y'all know, if you're a Marvel fan, you already know who we talking about. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to spoil it for anybody who's a casual person and don't might not piece it together on who most likely will be coming in the season finale, which at this point is kind of a no-brainer, but I ain't gonna bring it up though. You know what I'm saying? But I know what you're talking about though, Rob. That certain doctor, what I'm saying, who makes some house calls, especially in this situation. So that's definitely who I see that's going to have to be the one person to set everything, what I'm saying, to hard off Agatha, because it was definitely cool seeing Agatha's origin in this episode, basically where she started from, and it makes you wonder. I mean, you have to of course wonder in the MCU what all she's been doing, especially in all of this time, because I mean her events took place, of course, in the the 17th century, for crying out loud. It took place in the 17th century, and so you wonder what she's been up to in the MCU throughout all those years, throughout those 328 years since that point, and so here we are now, or more so, because I'm guessing with the MCU, because if Infinity War took place in 2018, then that means that the current MCU, the current timeline would be 2023, give or take, or whatever, how you want to call it. But anyways, whatever their current year is, basically, what she's been doing throughout all that time in history. But I'm guessing, from what we saw in this episode, we see Hayward, that punk Hayward, him and Sword, his people in Sword, didn't understand anything about the false vision. Otto, what's going on, Otto? Appreciate you for coming through. Basically, are you talking about the vision as far as Wanda's version of the vision, or Hayward? Because what we found out then is what it kind of was the revelation that Wanda never did steal Vision's body. Wanda did not steal Vision's body. That was some BS that Hayward concocted. Why he concocted? Probably, I guess, to keep Monica on his side or whatever. But that was some BS that he concocted just to get the go ahead at coming at Wanda so hard, like they were doing. But his whole plan was to figure out how she was able to create or have this whole version of Vision there when he knew they still had his body. They still had Vision's body, and was currently, they was pretty much trying to make their own Vision. So that was actually Vision's body. They still had Vision's body. She never stole his body. So that's what that revelation was, that she never stole Vision's body. They still had his body. They just didn't know how to bring him on. and with that drone that she had that still had some of her energy in it, some of her hex power in it. You know, that being the same type of power that, of course, created her vision. They used that to power, you know, the body, the real body of the Vision, and made this white Vision that they got going on right now. So as far as that goes, speculation what causes this. In the final episode, would she be able to put the essence of the Vision that she created in Vision's real body? Would she be able to combine that essence and put it in his real body, his quote unquote soul, so to speak? Would she be able to put that soul into his body? Of course, he wouldn't have the memories. Well, he has the memories that he has now from the time of WandaVision starting up until this current point, where, you know, whatever that vision is, you know, the vision that's in Westview, Wanda's Westview, that vision still exists, but he can't exist outside of Westview because he's not really real. You know what I'm saying? Um, he's a complete manifestation, basically. And now that goes, of course, in consideration to the kids. Like, what type of manifestation are the kids? Like, how did they manifest? You feel me? But that's a whole nother situation as far as that go. With that being said, of how they manifested. But because we don't know if they are going to be able to exist outside of this Westview hex bubble that she created. We don't know if they're going to be able to exist. So we seen Vision, you know, her Vision go outside of the hex and saw what happened to him. He was tearing up. He was tearing all the way up because he wasn't completely, so to speak, real. You know, he was made out of basically nothing. You know what I'm saying? What's chaos? Let's see. Let's see what I think so. I don't think so that she would put the mind into the sword one, because yeah, it would be quite, it would be kind of perfect, but it will also solve the way for us to be able to bring Vision back, so to speak. And how you doing, Tony Morales? Appreciate you for coming through. Tony Morales, asking me what's chaotic magic. Chaotic magic. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I don't profess to be no expert, because like, it's been a while since I kept up with Marvel comics in the 21st century, as far as all the things that has been changed up, especially after, you know, Marvel not having their rights to the X-Men and them completely, you know, tearing up Scarlet Witch's and Quicksilver's origin to not being the children of Magneto. For those that don't read the comic books, like Scarlet Witch, Wanda, and Quicksilver, Pietro were the children of Magneto, but they completely changed their backstory to appease, you know, the whole situation regarding them being in the Avengers and everything like that. Even though they were Avengers in the comic books as well, and they were still the children of Magneto. But when Fox had the rights to the X-Men movies, and Marvel couldn't, you know, mix in that whole mutant situation, you know, they had to basically sever their mutant origins and make something different out of them. So chaotic magic, from what I know, is basically Wanda is like one of the she's like what is the word, because they said the word in the last episode. She is a, they said it in that commercial. I'm trying to remember what the word was. But she is one of them. She is one of these, Agatha was explaining, she is one of these type of people that really that holds a hold on reality. I'm trying to remember what the word was. Let me look it up on the internet. It is Wanda is Nexus. I thought about it before I even looked it up. Nexus. She's basically in the Nexus, there are certain individuals, certain power individuals. Yeah, Nexus being. She's a Nexus being, and those and with that being said, that she is one of those certain type of people that helps, you know, hold realities, the different Nexus points of realities together. And with her chaotic magic, you know, that makes her, you know, just uber. Like, you know, if you had to have a, if you said who would win in a fight between Scarlet Witch and Dark Phoenix, that's a tough one. It almost depends on who knows about who first. Like if Dark Phoenix know about Scarlet Witch first, maybe she can lobotomize Scarlet Witch before Scarlet Witch does anything. But if Scarlet Witch know about Dark Phoenix before Dark Phoenix does anything, then she can say no more Phoenix, and Phoenix no exists no more. So it all depends on who got the jump on who. Now, if you talking about straight up, like, that's still a tough one because you got both of those elements, coming at each other, and it wouldn't be good for nobody sitting around there. Be like a straight DBZ showdown. You feel me? And I agree with you on that. I think Wanda will win on that automatically. You think Doctor isn't the big boy, man? Rob. I'm telling you, man, don't get me hyped like that because I swear on everything. If Professor X, if they, bruh. If they drop Professor X on WandaVision at the end of this, it's over. I don't care who playing, whether they get old Patrick Stewart, which of course Patrick Stewart was always the perfect Professor X because back in the 90s, before the X-Men movies came out, that was the man that everybody wanted to see play Professor X. Because what other middle-aged white guy you saw that was just as perfect to play Professor X? Like everything about Patrick Stewart was perfect when it came to Professor X. From every time we saw him as Picard on Star Trek The Next Generation. But if they drop Professor X, whether it is him or McAvoy or a whole new person, if they drop Professor X on this, it's all the way live official. It's all the way live official. And with that being said, it would have to be, I won't say necessarily explained, because I would like to think that for the most part, mutants kind of stay out of the limelight, not wanting to be seen because, obviously it's a big world, you know what I'm saying? Like even in our world in real life right now, it could be werewolves and vampires running around in the wilderness or something like that. We don't know, you know what I'm saying? I ain't in Transylvania, so I don't know. You feel me? But it's no telling. And at this point, you would have to believe that if they didn't exist beforehand, before the snap, the Thanos snap, or whatever other probabilities happened and occurred, or even coming back with the snap, coming back from the snap, the blip, or however you want to call it, mutants are of course going to find their way within the MCU. You know what I'm saying? They have to show the whole situation regarding the regarding mutants, of course, being in the MCU now that everything is combining. Like we're slowly getting, like we got our Easter eggs within, the Fantastic Four and everything. WandaVision has definitely been a gateway show to, pushing us to phase 4 and beyond. And you're saying that will be the next bit back. Yeah. That would be cool. That would be freaking crazy if they brought Magneto in. And like I say, it's sad in a sense because we now know that Magneto isn't her dad in the MCU. And I can't remember what was her mom's name, Magda, if I ain't mistaken. I think Magneto's old lady. Their mom's was Magda. And Mephisto, that's still a toss up right there for them to showcase Mephisto, which shouldn't be too far behind. Definitely shouldn't be too far behind because we done already been introduced to Agatha, and her being a witch, especially during the Salem witch trials. That was a good spot to have brought up Mephisto right then and there, or at least name drop him, in a sense, or show him in some type of way. But hey, we still got one more episode, so it's no telling what's going to go down in this final episode of WandaVision. I say final episode because I don't know if it's going to be a season 2, so I'm just going to go ahead and say, as far as like this, season finale, I'll say this final episode, this 9th episode, and it's definitely been a wild ride, y'all. It's definitely been a wild ride, but my thing, I believe, of course, the Good Doctor is going to show up of all the people because that's got to tie in with, his next movie. Saying with the madness, the multiverse. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Ralph. Yeah, that's another thing too, because she been talking about Ralph. She been talking about Ralph. Like I ain't heard the name Ralph so much in the show since the Honeymooners, and she been talking about Ralph throughout the whole show. And I'm trying to think, as far as it go, like trying to think of any demonic names or any nicknames that would go good with Ralph. You know what I'm saying? Speaking on the fact of like Mephisto, Ralph, something of that nature. I don't know, but um, it's definitely a situation regarding Ralph. You know what I'm saying? So right, straight up to the moon. You feel me? R.I.P. to Jackie Gleason. Um, Honeymooners. That was a great show. Shoot, like those shows, I grew up watching those shows, and WandaVision was a beautiful love letter to classic TV. From the sitcoms throughout all the decades. From 70 years ago. I Love Lucy premiered 70 years ago in 1951. And, all the shows leading up through the 60s, they showed the Dick Van Dyke Show tonight. Shout outs to Dick Van Dyke, who is still alive. Shout outs to the late Mary Tyler Moore, who died a couple of years back. All of those shows were great. The one that tripped me out, though, what really tripped me out was now, because the quote unquote 90s show was, I can't think of any other shows during the 90s that had that same vibe, as far as like that Malcolm in the Middle vibe. Maybe like Saved by the Bell, maybe like some shows on Disney that I didn't watch a lot of Disney shows in the 90s, like Even Stevens or whatever shows was on during that time, because I ain't have cable during that time. And plus, I was more so into stuff like Married with Children, and most of the Fox shows that was on in the 90s. But the 90s, the quote unquote 90s show, it was so thrown off, because like I'm like, how are they thinking this is the 90s? Like Malcolm in the Middle came out in the year 2000. It might have had somewhat of a 90s vibe, since 2000s didn't have its own identity. You know what I'm saying? The 2000s didn't have its own identity in the year 2000, and still didn't to this day. Like I don't know, the 2000s just an ant decade. Like every decade since the 90s has been trying to be like a previous decade, so to speak. But maybe Wanda and Monica fight Agnes, and Vision fights Vision. That's definitely a great possibility right there, Rob. That's definitely a great possibility. But I'm wondering how how would that fight? I mean, because of course, if the sword, if the Vision body goes into WandaVision, how would that work out for him? Because if he goes inside the hex, wouldn't he change? That's another thing we got to think about now. They would have to be outside. Well, they both can't be outside the hex, because the Vision in Wanda's Vision, he can't exist outside the hex. So the sword Vision would have to go inside the hex and fight him. But then if he goes inside the hex, he would change in some type of way. And if he changed, would he change into the real Vision? Would he be Vision with all his memories intact? Because I would have to assume that he wouldn't change inside the hex, unless the hex ends up going. But if the hex ends up going, then that means Wanda's Vision won't exist. You know what I'm saying? And so that's something that would have to be, that would be a whole situation right there. But at the end of the day, I believe that Wanda's Vision, somehow his essence, whatever it is going to go inside. Is Vision's going to get himself back together before this is over, or it might carry on to the next situation. It might carry on over into no, it's not going to carry over into Doctor Strange's movie. But I don't see it carrying on to where they say, okay, see the results in season 2. I don't see it happening like that. I don't, because this is kind of situational, whereas this is something that won't last, wouldn't have a second season because Wanda, unless they switch up the term, switch up the meaning of it all, because WandaVision being that double meaning, being like WandaVision television, and then of course Wanda and Vision, so to speak. So um, it all depends on what goes down in this final episode, whether there is the possibility of a season two, or they will carry on into another situation. Because of course, as y'all know, Falcon and Winter Soldier comes out next month. Then after that, Loki comes out, and then Doctor Strange. I don't think. See, I don't like doing. I don't when it comes to like behind the scenes stuff, like what's going on as far as like I used to love knowing every little thing that was going on, but I like being surprised now because it's so few surprises left in the world, and everything is right there in your face, on the internet and everything like that. So I don't like watching trailers. I don't like watching knowing who's on set of what, this, that, and the third, because I like to be a little surprised. What I'm saying? Like for instance, like the thumbnail that I'm making for this live stream right here. I was still in the process of making it. um I added you with too many friends. Oh yeah, okay, cool, Devon. Yeah, I got to get rid of some of my friends on Dragon Roger, because not everybody has been up to date on Dragon Roger, so I can get rid of a couple of my friends on there. My I don't Not friends, but friends. Like the people who you add on the game. For those that don't know what I'm talking about, is this cool game that I play called Dragon Roger. It's a mobile game, so if you got an Android or iPhone, you can play this game if you got enough space, because it's a big game. It's a big game. Go check it out. You can play it for free. You want to pay for stuff on it, you can, but you ain't got to. You feel me? But yeah, Marvel's What If. I can't wait for Marvel's What If. Also, that's gonna be great too. I mean, Marvel definitely got Marvel definitely got some heat coming in. After this break year of 2020 that we had. What I'm saying, everybody is hungry for all they got to give. What I'm saying, from Marvel, from DC to everybody. What I'm saying? I want to be out there doing the same daggone thing too. So, what I'm saying, trying to make this thing do what it do. Sexy Trees in the building. Hey, level 17. That's what's up there, boy. That's what's up. That's what's up. I'm gonna make you one of my apprentices soon, man. I'm gonna make you one of my apprentices. I gotta get rid of one of my apprentices on Dragon Roger, because everybody haven't been on like that anymore as far as that go. Oh, but while I'm talking to y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and finish making my thumbnail for this right here, for this reaction. I'm gonna finish making it. Um, but yeah, oh yeah, like I was saying, like if I had seen this poster, this WandaVision poster that I have as my background for the reaction, I would have been kind of spoiled. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would have already known Tiana Paris was going to be in it. I would have known that Agent Wu was going to be in it. You know what I'm saying? I would have known, and then I would have seen Oh yeah, no doubt, no doubt. Devon. When you get to level 35, as a matter of fact, because I'm gonna get on in a minute with you. I'm gonna get on in a minute with you, because hey, you move quick on that game, man. I promise you, you move quick on that game, as you can see. But back to this though. But and then Catherine, who plays Agatha, she's on the post as well. So I would have known she was of some importance on the show. Being on the poster like she is. So I'm glad stuff like that I didn't see. I'm glad I didn't see all that type of stuff there. But I think like this show has been freaking phenomenal as far as I'm concerned. It's definitely been a phenomenal show. I have zero, zero complaints about where they've been going with, the whole situation at hand. And I think it's just been cool, man. I think it's really been cool. It's been a cool thing going on. Let's see. I'm up here working on this text. Yeah, do it like that. Yeah, yeah. And, boom. Where's that at? There you go. Boom. 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 For everybody who's coming in, feel free to please like the video, share it if you can. Hey, appreciate you, DV. I think this will sell the Spider-Man movie. I think it will, because Spider-Man is supposed to be having a multiverse situation going on too, and with Wanda being the Nexus being, that's going, that's really opening everything up. Just the same way that Guardians of the Galaxy really opened it, like Thor and Guardians of the Galaxy are the two movies of the MCU that really set the tone for outside of the Earth. Because Thor being a quote unquote alien, you know what I'm saying? Only 2 likes. We only got 2 likes. I know more people done been up through here than that. Yeah, we got 8 people in the building right now. Everybody, make sure y'all please do like this thing going on here. Like that. London Literate, what's going on, London Literate? What you doing up so early or so late? However you want to call it. Good morning to you. Yeah. So hold on for a minute. Let me set this up like this. But yeah, I really believe it's gonna set up the Spider-Man movie in so many ways, because like I was just saying about, I don't want to hear about who's on set of what. Like I said that when I did my Mortal Kombat reaction, I was like, I don't want to know if Andrew is on set, Toby on set. I don't want to know if Nicholas is on set, which is the guy who played Spider-Man back in the 70s. I don't want to know who I want to be surprised. You feel me? I want to be surprised. About to go to work. Hey, that's what's happening. I got to check out your new video too, Wanda. So trust and believe. I haven't forgot, Wandalicious. I ain't forgot, because I want to check out your new vid straight up. What time you get off work? Let's see. Oh, there you go. Do that there. Okay. Boom, boom. What is that? Oh no. Okay, let's see. Saturation, color, hue. Make it probably like a purple or something like that. Let's see. Purple. Yeah, I want to do a purple color. Yeah, I think that'll work. Yeah, that works just fine. Only reason well, I don't have to work tomorrow. Hey, that's what's up. That's what's up. Oh, Scorpion, bro. And hey, there's nothing random about that. I appreciate the question being asked, Rob. I appreciate the question being asked. But yeah, Scorpion, no doubt. Scorpion, no doubt. As a matter of fact, let me post up. Let me send you the link to my Mortal Kombat reaction, because I have that here on my channel as well. Like I said, this is a live reaction, which is why had I probably, like, I don't do a lot of reactions, y'all. For those who just now coming in, like, if you look at my channel, I do art videos. I do, what I'm saying, my daily vlog series, Diabetes and Now, where I chronicle my health and stuff. And TV and movie reviews from time to time. This is the very first, what you're watching right now. This is the very first time that I've done a live reaction to a show, while watching at the same time. Shao Kahn, hey, that's what's happening right there. That's what's happening. This is the link to my Mortal Kombat reaction video. Feel free to check that joint out whenever you get a chance. And anybody else who has not seen it, definitely feel free to check that out. Yeah, Liu Kang. Yeah, Liu Kang. Yeah, Liu Kang is like between Scorpion. Scorpion is my top dog. I like Liu Kang. I like Raiden. I like Kung Lao. Shao Kahn. Shao Kahn is merciless. He just don't care about you at all. You know what I'm saying? And the way he gets down with it, you know what I'm saying? That's the fatality man right there. You know, he gets down with the get down when he do the fatality. Excuse me, where he just rip you all up. You feel me? Just rip you all up, and that'd be a wrap for you. Yeah, I think I'm gonna roll with that. I'm gonna roll with that. Did that purple because I did that purple because for Agatha, did the purple for Agatha since she is, since it's been Agatha all along, you know. Hold on for a second, y'all about to set this into motion here. Um, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing other people's reactions to WandaVision tonight because this has definitely been an episode tonight. It's definitely what you call the pre-ultimate episode, the penultimate episode, excuse me. It's definitely what you call just that. It's definitely that, y'all. And I'm looking forward. I'm looking so forward to seeing what else goes down with this series right here, man. And you know what more can be really said in this last episode. You said I had more to. Hey Rob, I appreciate you for coming through, my man. Hey, appreciate you for coming through. Stay tuned, you know what I'm saying, for more goodness on the channel. You know what I'm saying? Stay blessed up. You had yourself a great night, good morning, wherever you are in the world, my man. I appreciate you for coming through. Oh yeah, Game Boy Color. Hey, that what's happening. That's what's happening. I'm about to post this up real quick. For everybody that came through on this thing, I appreciate y'all for coming through. I'm gonna probably stay on. It's almost 4:30 in the morning. I think I'll probably stay on maybe like about another hour or so, something like that. Um, file is bigger than 2 megabytes. Y'all be tripping. Hold on for a minute, y'all. I gotta run this through. Run this through real quick. Uh, what the world? That's crazy. Um, so yeah, everybody's still up in here. Hold on for a sec, y'all. Um, uh, man, hey, that Nintendo, man, that Nintendo of all the ways it do what it do, man. That Nintendo thing ain't no joke. Let me see. What was I about to? Oh yeah, I was about to see if I can do this with this thing here. Uh, should be able to work like that. We're gonna see in a second. Okay, cool. Yeah, there we go. Um, you better remember the original Nintendo. I would. You would have to lose your privileges of being an '80s child if you didn't. You better remember the original Nintendo. There is no reason for you not to remember the original Nintendo at all, at all, and you better know that. And that you best to know. You better know that. Super Mario and Country was my jam. Hey, that's what I'm talking about though. Oh, speaking of, I just thought about that. So Wanda, you say you into the MCU and everything. So we hold on, we got to talk then, real talk. Um, you say you into the MCU, you know what I'm saying? You told me that you was into the MCU. So I gotta ask you this, because if it's a no, then I don't know what you've been doing with yourself then. Have you been watching WandaVision? Have you been watching WandaVision? Because if you ain't been watching WandaVision, you can't claim you a fan of the MCU no more. And I know you told me that your boy is Thor and everything. So you you best have been watching this WandaVision, girl. You best have been watching this WandaVision. If you ain't been watching WandaVision, you best to start watching WandaVision. Ain't no reason for you not be watching WandaVision. You told me you love the MCU. Hey Rob, what's going on? Welcome back. Welcome back, my man. Got the timestamps right there. I'm setting up my descriptions in this video right here so I can have it all set up for the future, y'all. Sonic and Miss Pac-Man was my very first games I played, plus Mario Brothers. Hey, that's what's up. Sonic, of course, is a classic, you know what I'm saying? Shout outs to Sonic, 30 years old this year, 30 years in the game. Sonic the Hedgehog first Sonic the Hedgehog game came out 30 years ago, 1991. You've been slipping and you're so embarrassed. See, I know all them things. I know all them things. So Wanda, I don't know what you're doing, baby girl. But I'm gonna tell you right now. You need to you need to get on your WandaVision. I don't know what your plans are tonight when you get off work, today, but you need to be watching WandaVision. They on the 8th episode just dropped. That's what I just got through reacting to. That's what this whole live is about right now, about episode 8 of WandaVision, and talking about it, the aftermath of it. So that's what you need to get on. You need to get on this WandaVision, baby girl. Shoot, you need to get on that thing. You should watch Record. Oh, Devon, come on, bro. Of course, I don't watch Wreck-It Ralph before. I don't watch Wreck-It Ralph. Shoot, Wreck-It Ralph, that was a love letter to video games, straight up. Now, I haven't watched the second one. I have not watched the second Wreck-It Ralph yet, but I saw the first one, though. I saw the first one, straight up. You'll binge watch it, though. Well, this is your time to read my lips. Londa Literate. You got 8 episodes to watch, so binge them now. Binge them now. You can't be on the internet. You can't be on the YouTube because you're gonna get spoiled. So you need to when you get off. I mean, they not long. They not an hour long. They like 30 minutes. They like 30 minutes. So you can watch them real quick. You know what I'm saying? This last episode that just came on tonight is almost an hour. But so it's basically like 2, 4, 6. 6 hours, 7 hours and 30 minutes, pretty much. Like, saw both Wreck-It Ralphs. Yeah, I gotta see the second Wreck-It Ralph. I ain't seen the second Wreck-It Ralph yet. You know what I'm saying? I gotta see the second one. I've been meaning to see the second one for some years. Like, I was gonna watch it sometime last year, but I never got around to doing it because I was on some on other stuff. I was trying to be on, you know what I'm saying, especially, just being, on YouTube and whatnot. Let's see, who's my favorite Rob, who's my favorite MCU character? Who's my favorite MCU character or my favorite Marvel character, period? Like, as far as the MCU go, if you talk about their iterations in the, Marvel Cinematic Universe, well, definitely Cap. Definitely Cap. Cap is my dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, I liked him as far as the comic book character of Cap. I like Cap, but he Chris Evans really made him shine in the movies. And second on that tip would be, Robert Downey Jr.'s awesome portrayal as Iron Man. Those two, did stand up jobs portraying the characters they portrayed. As far as the comic books, now Wolverine is one of my tops. Spider-Man is one of my tops. We talking about the real Wolverine, not Hugh Jackman Wolverine. We talking about the real Wolverine, and not Old Man Logan, because I hate Old Man Logan with a passion. I can't stand Old Man Logan. That character should never exist. He sucks. But Magneto, you know what I'm saying? Like Magneto, like Dr. Doom. I like speaking of Doom, rest in peace, MF Doom. Fantastic Four, that's the first family of Marvel. You know what I'm saying? They always awesome. Let's see. You asked me what my best video game ever. It's hard to say on that because I'm a casual video game player. Like I haven't played every video game in existence, but I know a good chunk of them. But of all the video games, I would definitely have to say FF7, Final Fantasy 7, the original. I haven't played the remake yet. I know it's a big thing last year. The remake coming out and all, and but I lost my hype about the remake when I found out that it wasn't the full game. Like, how many more decades we gotta wait? Yeah, I said decades. How many more decades we gotta wait until they release this two of the Final Fantasy remake? We already waited dang near 20 years for this remake because they've been talking about the remake ever since Advent Children came out. So, the animated, the computer animated Final Fantasy movie, which was awesome. The FF movie that came out. Oh, King Kong versus Godzilla. Man, boy. King Kong versus Godzilla. Now, you talking about up close and personal? I gotta say King Kong. I gotta say King Kong because he a strong boy. But then again, Godzilla got claws. Godzilla got teeth. Like King Kong got teeth, but got all Godzilla's teeth is sharp. King Kong, he a brute. You know what I'm saying? He know how to throw some real hands. But Godzilla got that fire, literally, and he will burn you up. You know what I'm saying? And I'm looking forward to that because that's gonna be the fight. And if we talk, King Kong gotta be as big as he was in Skull Island, which I know he will be because these are all connected. These trilogy of movies are all connected. The monster verses they call them. It's all connected. The Godzilla that came out a couple of years ago, King Kong, Skull Island, and this coming up, they are all connected. They're within the same universe. So that this King Kong will be as big as that King Kong and Skull Island. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna be no King Kong that can climb the Empire State Building. It's gonna be King Kong that'll look at the Empire State Building and slap that thing over. You feel me? That's the King Kong we talking about. Freddy versus Jason. Freddy versus Jason. At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? It's the tortured child versus the child killer. And I would have to go with the tortured child on that one. Because Freddy crazy, but Jason is a whole nother level. You know what I'm saying? Jason don't care about it. Freddy is completely and utterly demented. Now, if you put his, nightmarish powers into play, then Freddy will have the edge on Jason because once again, Jason is a tortured child. And Freddy is a child killer. So you have those two aspects going against each other. But Jason is definitely a force of nature, and it's like, when a bullet child is on the rampage, that's a wrap. That's a full on wrap right there. Like for real. Hold on for one quick second, y'all. About to finish editing and put this description up in here. You know what I'm saying? Put this description up in this thing right here, man. Let's see, make sure I got that right. Wait, what? I don't know daggone well. Are you freaking serious, man? What? Hold on, let me go back. Cause I know y'all bugging. I know I just copied and pasted that whole daggone thing right there. Let's see. Select all, copy. Let's see, go to live here. And say Fred that dude, but Jason is lit. That part, you better know that. Let's see. Rob has said for MCU minus Doctor Strange is my favorite Marvel character, Deadpool. Yeah, Wade Wilson. You can't go wrong with Wade Wilson. And Spider-Man lit. Yeah, Spider-Man is awesome. What do you say? King Kong versus Godzilla. Who you got? And Wanda literally said, "Love Combo with Godzilla." Now, I don't even know what you mean when you say about with this right here, DV. James Bond versus Will Smith. Got to go with James Bond on this because what Will Smith are we talking about? Like, are we talking about Men in Black Will Smith? Are we talking about like what character will like? Because we talking about just Will Smith, the Fresh Prince, the actor, the rapper. I mean, he definitely gonna get bodied by James Bond. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially if you're talking about the latest James Bond, played by my boy. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you gotta give me some specifics on Will Smith as far as we talking about his what character we talking about Will Smith playing. Like, because if we talking about James Bond, the character against Will Smith, the person, the actor, the rapper, Will Smith is done. You know what I'm saying? You gotta who you got what's his name in Bad Boys what's his name in there, his character name in Bad Boys, is it Walker? No, that's Martin character name, ain't it? I can't remember his name in Bad Boys, but the movie Will in his prime. But that's what I'm saying. Which Will we talking about? Because which Will we talking about? Like, are we talking about? Are we talking about? Let's see. Let me think of some Will movies real quick. Wild Wild West. Wild Wild West. Will get bodied by James Bond. I mean, he. I. He's a somewhat okay. Yeah, Mike Lowry. Why I forget that boy name? Mike Lowry. Mike Lowry. They said that man name like 500 times. Mike Lowry. Now, Mike Lowry. He could give James Bond some comp. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think Mike Larry will probably take all the James Bonds, including the late great Sean Connery and Roger Moore. But if we talking about Mike Lowry versus Daniel Craig version of James Bond, the latest James Bond, that'd be some comp. Because don't get it twisted. Don't forget, y'all. James Bond know how to throw hands now. James Bond know how to throw hands. Mike Lowry, he can do a little hand to hand thing. You know what I'm saying? He's athletically built. You know what I'm saying? And he know how to shoot. You know what I'm saying? He know how to shoot. He know how to get down with it. And y'all have to excuse me because I have not seen Bad Boys 3 yet. I do plan on seeing Bad Boys 3 very soon. And it's funny because see the reason I wasn't in a hurry to see Bad Boys 3 because I'm like, y'all already had me wait almost 20 years to see this daggone thing. So I can wait a little bit longer. You feel me? I can wait a little bit longer. So I plan on seeing Bad Boys 3 very soon. I might see it. I might see it sometime today. I might see it after I, do my daily vlog. You know what I'm saying, or whatnot. Since yeah, Will did play Ali. Yeah, he did play Ali, and that was his voice was just so horrible. And then see, I tried to forget that movie. DV. I honestly tried to forget that movie because it's he was so horrible in there. His as far as his accent, I mean his portrayal was pretty good, but his accent and the way his head was looking, I mean he looked kind of special in the movie. I'm gonna keep it real with you. He looked kind of special, and the way his hair was, it looked like a wig slash afro. I couldn't really because Muhammad Ali had like a boxy type fro, and what they had Will looking like in the movie, it was just weird. I don't know what they were trying to do with it, but he did great as far as getting into the role. Saying bulking up the way he did. And saying because Will Smith, of course, if you go back to Fresh Prince, Will Smith, he was real skinny and all that type of things. But from Bad Boys on up to that point, Bad Boys Independence Day, all the movies he did in the 90s leading up to Ali, saying he did bulk up a lot. He did bulk up pretty good. And, saying he did as good as, saying he could definitely do. But I know like Terrence Howard, y'all probably don't know this, but Terrence Howard did play Ali in a TV movie. He played Ali in a TV movie. Um, and Terrence Howard did pretty good in that TV movie. Terrence Howard actually looked a little bit more like Ali, during that time. But you can't really expect them to look completely like their characters. But everybody else in the movies, in the Ali movie, was pretty much they all pretty much looked like the people who they were portraying, from Badini Brown, James Fox playing Badini Brown, to Ron Silver playing the trainer, Angelo. Um oh Now, let me tell you something about when it comes to Will Smith. Will Smith is always so over the top, man. It be crazy. Now, I haven't seen Concussion yet, but just from the trailer, it was just so goofy looking. He's like, "You got to tell the truth. You got to tell the truth." I'm like, eh. I mean, you know. So I be trying with Will. I be trying with Will. He's best off when he's more like an exaggerated version of himself. When he gets the act trying to really act like something else, it's just like, eh, you know. But he need to go ahead and, boy, Jamie Foxx did a good job playing Ray. Jamie Foxx didn't do a good job playing Ray. He was Ray Charles. That boy was Ray Charles. I'm here to tell you, yo, everybody who knew me back then can attest. You know what I'm saying? And they knew it too. When we saw him on the commercials, when we saw the preview, the commercials on TV, the previews for the movie for it coming out. When I saw him on the commercials, I was like, oh, this boy getting an Oscar. Like he is Ray Charles. He is Ray Charles. I knew that just from the commercials. I was like, oh yeah, he killing this. Yeah, he getting an Oscar. He getting any award they gonna throw at this man just from the commercials. I was like, oh yeah, he is personifying Ray Charles to the T, and I knew that from the commercials. You know what I'm saying? Like, like that was a no branger. If he didn't get the Oscar that year, I would have been like, you know what, y'all just need to go ahead and cancel all award shows because there ain't no point of them. Real talk. Like he was getting all the joints that year. I mean, he was so good that year. Shoot, he was nominated for Best Actor and Best Supporting Actor that same year because of his character he played in Collateral with Tom Cruise. And you know what I'm saying, that was Jamie Foxx was on fire that year. He was on fire. So yeah, that right. Yeah, that right there. James Brown was pretty good too. Shout out to Chadwick Boseman, playing the late Chadwick Boseman playing the late great James Brown. I remember when that came out because he had already played Jackie Robinson. That was when I first heard of Chadwick Boseman, when he played Jackie Robinson, and when they said he was going to play James Brown, I was like, dang, this dude, he about to start. He gonna be playing every black man in history, ain't he? And then when they said that he was gonna play Black Panther, I was like, dang, this man, he about to play everybody. Shoot, they make a movie about me, he gonna play me too. Like, shoot, this man playing everybody. He about to play every black man that ever was black and black. You feel me? That's what I was like. I was like, damn, this boy playing everybody. Like, shoot, who he ain't gonna play? you know. But James Brown, he did a great job as James Brown. He really came into the talk of James and everything in particulars of James Brown. Of course, he looked a lot taller than James because James looked like he wasn't James looked like he wasn't no taller than me, and I'm like about 5'7". So James Brown looked like he was at least about 5'5". You know what I'm saying? So, but but Chad did a great job. Chadwick did a great job playing James Brown and get on up. He did a great job. Speaking of, that just reminded me. Dang. Oh man, that just reminded me. Dang. Oh man, that just reminded me. I just remember James Brown's daughter had just recently died. I think that was the same one who was just speaking on Chadwick Boseman, if I'm not mistaken. Because Chadwick Boseman had died, and I think she died not too long after that. Let me see if that was the same daughter that had died. Um, I'm trying to remember because I remember one of his daughters died, and that's gonna be because Chadwick. Yeah, died 50. Yeah, granddaughter Venetia Brown dies at 53. No, this was wait, did they? I think no, I think they showed her. Yeah, but this was the daughter that I was thinking about. Because she was the one who was always dancing. She was always freaking dancing. Like she was really her daddy's daughter, and she died so freaking young. She was 53, and that was in 2018. Um, he got more daughters, but she was the one who I really love seeing because she could dance. She could dance like her dad. Like she could dance, yo. She could dance. She could dance. Rest in peace to Venetia. I can't remember if that was the daughter that I seen on that YouTube video that was praising Chadwick, because of course she did live to see Chadwick play her dad in the movie. Because Get On Up came out um Black Panther came out in 2018. So she died the same year Black Panther came to the movies. But so Get On Up, I think Get On Up came out like around about 2015, maybe if I'm not mistaken. Let me see. Get On Up. I think. Dang, 2014 came out 2014. So yeah. So Black Panther was there. So you don't know you movie. Well, you should know these movies, man. You was a grown man when these movies came out. It ain't like these movies came out in 1980, 1990 something. You shoot. Movie came out when you was um 21 years old. Shoot. You was a grown man when the movie came out. If you don't remember no movies that came out when you were 21, something wrong. That's like me not remembering Lord of the Rings that came out when I was 21. Shoot. Better know, man. Better know. You know what I'm saying? I always feel like, shoot, everybody, you know what I'm saying? I feel like that everybody should at least know the history of the world at least a good 20 years before they were born. At least a good 20, 30 years before you were born, you should have some recollection of what the world was like. Because if you have parents, then that means that you grew up around your parents and they would have knowledge of the world, from 20, 30 years earlier, unless they're really young, unless your parent was a teenager when they had you, then that's a different situation, you know what I'm saying? But if your parents were, over the age of 25 when they had you, then they should, when you're growing up, when you're about 5, 6, 7 years old, you should have that recollective knowledge of, life beforehand, because you would, I don't know. I guess everybody's not that inquisitive as a kid. I was inquisitive. I like asking lots of questions and, knowing this, knowing that, and then all that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? My parents, they grew up in, the 50s and 60s and, 70s, when they were young, leading into, the 80s when I was born, and so forth, so forth, you know. So, when it came to movies, like I grew up in the age of where the VCR was becoming commonplace, and everybody was starting to collect tapes, and so had a whole bunch of movies growing up. We was the people that people wanted to come to their house because we had all the tapes. You know what I'm saying? When the tapes came, when the movie came out on tape, you know what I'm saying, we liked it. We got that mug immediately. You know what I'm saying? We had a whole treasure drawer, a big chest full of movies. All of our movies. We lost about half of them in the collection. I mean, in storage. We lost about half of them. Let's see. My mom was My folks was a teenager. My mom said she was young when she had me, but never said the age. And the second oldest out your brothers. Okay. Well, shoot, she shouldn't be scared to say the age now. Well, you know how old she is now, right? If you know how old she is now, then you you can calculate what she was then. You know what I'm saying? If she was under 20, then what I'm saying, she shouldn't have no problem saying what her age is now. And shoot, I mean, hey, it be what it be. You know what I'm saying? The blessing of it all is the fact that they had you, and and make it do what it do. You know what I'm saying? Had a chance to grow up with children, like shoot, like well, ain't no telling when mine gonna get here because shoot, by the time mine come of age, shoot, I'm gonna either A be an old man or B be a dead man. So that part. Let's see. Let me hold on for a second. Did I finally get that in this time? I think I got it in. Okay, there we go. Okay, I already got that there. Okay, so I ain't got to keep that. I'm about to put WandaVision, WandaVision, MCU, reaction. Uh, uh, WandaVision live reaction. What's up, world? Slim Jim Longfoot, doing a live reaction for the first time with episode 8 of My Dad's Older Than Your Mom. Hey, Deja's How To. Deja's How To is in the building. What it do though? What it do, Deja? How you doing tonight, sweetheart? Say my dad. Say your dad's 50. Say he's 50. He just turned. He just turned 50 or 60. Because I remember the other day. I think you said he turned 50 or 60. Series. Oh, what happened? Oh, and did that little blip thing. Shoot, I don't know what that be about, but I think that's probably trying to tell me that it's almost time for your boy to go. Could be something like that. I don't know. WandaVision, Slim Jim Longfoot, Agatha Harkness. I love the fact that we got that name drop tonight. The fact that we got that name drop. That was amazing get to get that name drop. That to hear Scarlet Witch. That was everything. To hear that, especially being a Marvel fan. He just turned 50. November 6th is his birthday. Oh yeah, at work right now. November 6th. Wow, wow, wow. Ugh, I hate that date with a passion. Lord, I hate that date with a passion. But yeah, oh yeah, your dad, he a young buck. He is a young buck. Shoot, he just turned 50. Yeah, he was born in what 1970. Yeah, he a young buck. He a young buck. Your papa a young buck. But that's about right though. Cause what? Yeah, you 28. So yeah, So he was what? He was what? 20. He was what? 22 when you were born. 22 going on 23 the year you were born. Yeah, so that's about right. So yeah, so your mom was probably like somewhere between what 17, 18, 17 to 20 when you were born. So you know what I'm saying? About five. They probably like what about 5, 6 year difference, something like that. That's the age difference between my parents. They are 6 years apart. MCU, MCU, Disney Plus, live reaction, reacting, reacting to WandaVision. Uh, entertainment will work, I guess. Yeah, that'll work just like that. And he's in the military when you met your mom's. Yeah, I say I hate November 6th with a passion though, because that's the date that my mom died. So that's why I hate November 6th. In U.S. Army, that's what's up. Shout out to your pop. Shout out to all the veterans out there. My pop was a Marine. Shout outs to all the vets. Uh, yeah. U.S. Army. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Let's see, it's 5:01 in the morning, y'all. And with that being said, um, this old guy is going to head on to Dreamland. Do I have their thumbnail here? And these are reviews. I don't know if I got it here or not. Let me check though. I got those as far as reviews. I don't know if I got it here. Okay, I don't have it here. So where do I have that at? I don't have that in this folder. So did I ever put it in here? Oh, I probably didn't put it in here. So I am going to put that. Oh yeah. That's right. That's right. Hey, that's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah, so just let me know when you pop up on the Roger. When you get to level 35, I'm gonna try to make you my apprentice, because that's what level you gotta be to become somebody's apprentice and get you on level 35. I don't know if you joined the club yet, but I'm in a club called Center. That's the name of the club that I'm in. I'm in a club called Center. It's 5:02 in the morning. Yep, it is. It's time for me to definitely get some rest. I'm about to do just that, y'all, in a second. Let's see. I'm about to post up. Let's see. Where is my thumbnail at? Boom. And boom. I'm about to post them joints up. Add them joints there. MK reaction, and da 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 da. I hope y'all enjoyed this, because I definitely enjoyed watching this, and I'm gonna end up watching this joint again. Well, I had to you know what I'm saying, something just told me I need to go ahead and do this here, and I think it was pretty cool. I think it was pretty cool. I had to definitely do this. So thank y'all for showing up. Thank y'all for showing up and making it do what it do. You know what? You know what? You rock about that too, Lamont Hobbs. Say appreciate you for coming through. Yeah, because the original Human Torch was an android. The original Human Torch was an android, not Johnny Storm Human Torch, but the original Human Torch that appeared back in Marvel Comics issue #1 back in 1939. Their first book. Oh yeah, you was born in a military base on Columbus. That's what's up. Yeah, the original Human Torch was an android, that was around during the early days of Marvel Comics, along with Submariner. Um, right about that. Right about that. I'm definitely gonna check that out. Check that out because I definitely am looking forward to seeing what's gonna happen on this season finale of WandaVision, because they are really hitting on some joints right here, and I'm looking so forward to seeing what else is in store. So for anybody, y'all just now coming in, I'm getting ready to leave on out. You know what I'm saying? We've been live for over 2 hours now. WandaVision, this new episode of WandaVision was freaking bomb. Chef's kiss. Meantime, between time, appreciate y'all for coming through. Yo, I ain't even put my banners up or nothing. I forgot to put all this stuff up. Look, just now putting all this stuff up. Like I forgot to put all this stuff up because I just came in hot. I just came in hot to do this recording, but I'm gonna have myself better prepared next week if I do this again. If I do this again, I'm definitely gonna do this again for next week. The season finale, the last episode of WandaVision. So for everybody who came through, I appreciate y'all for coming through. Feel free to watch this on the playback. It's your man Slim Jim Longfoot, aka the GOAT, King of America. I'm out here, y'all. One love. Check out the other videos.